Lerner, and today I want to talk to you guys about off-camera flash and some really basic information that would be awesome for you guys that maybe are just starting to use off-camera flash and really haven't quite figured out how am I going to get that flash and my camera to talk to each other. Now, there are so many different ways for you to do this. You can do optical sync, which means that you use a built-on flash or a flash attached to your camera to trigger an external flash, an off-camera flash. You can use a PC Sync cord, which is a tiny thin cable that goes from the PC Sync port of your camera to the PC Sync port of your flash, provided that both your camera and flash have those types of ports. You can use infrared, and there's a bunch of different infrared systems that are out there, like the Nikon CLS or Creative Lighting system that's been around for ages that still is built into the cameras, which is really cool. And you can even look at my CLS video if you want to learn more about that. And then, of course, there's radio triggers. Anything from radio poppers to pocket wizards, which kind of are the, I guess, industry standard for a lot of folks out there, to just a huge outcropping of third-party stuff that's out there now. It seems like everybody's kind of jumped the radio bandwagon, and there's so many options out there, okay? So why don't we just start with the very basics, and that's optical sync. So for some of you guys out there that have one flash and have a camera with a built-on flash and really don't know or understand how are you going to get the two to talk to each other, let's really just get that going with optical sync, okay? So what I have here is I'm going to use my Fuji X100, which has a little built-on flash. And I've set that flash into commander mode. And what that means is that the flash is going to put out just a small pulse of light. Now, depending on my flash to subject distance, that pulse of light may slightly affect my image, but ideally the external flash or the off-camera flash, that's going to be the one that's really going to determine my exposure. So I'm really just using the little built-on flash here to pop the primary flash, let's say, okay, my off-camera flash. Now, this is a LumiPro LP160, and this is a very basic, fully manual flash. I'm going to turn this thing on, and I'm going to put this, I'm going to just reduce the power here because I don't want a huge blast of power. I'm just going to bring it all the way down to 1/64. I'll keep my zoom to 24 millimeters, and I'm going to put this in slave mode. And what that means is that I'm going to be slaving this flash optically from the flash that's built onto the camera here, okay? So let's just do this. I'm going to put this in a cold shoe, and what that means, the cold shoe actually does nothing. It doesn't have any capability of triggering the flash. It simply just allows the flash to sit there. Now, all I have to really do is make sure that when this flash pops, that the little sensor over here will see it, okay? Boom, there you go. That's all it really takes, okay? All you really have to do is basically take your off-camera flash, put into remote or slave mode, and use your built-on camera's flash as a remote optical trigger. So that is probably the most basic way to fire your off-camera flash. Now, if you guys are really excited about off-camera flash, Jared and I have put together a basic flash guide that we're going to be releasing in the near future, and I want you guys to stay tuned for that, where we're going to go into every possible way to trigger your flash in a whole bunch of different scenarios to make you guys really feel confident and comfortable with off-camera flash. But for now, I just wanted to get you guys an introduction on basic off-camera flash triggering via optical sync. So that's it for now. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we'll see you soon.